Hello! Okay, next fundamental human movement is the squat. We've all heard of the squat. It's something we do all the time. We sit on the sofa, we sit on a chair, we go to the loo. So we're doing squats all the time. So it's another part of our training that we need to be in. What does a good squat look like? So I'm going to try and demo a nice squat. So I'm going to start off doing my squat. I'm just going to move my frame out of the way. I'm going to start doing my squat. I'm going to put my arms out as a bit of a counterbalance. I'm going to hike my hips back first and sit down nice and low into a squat, up and down. Keeping my feet nice and firmly planted on the ground, down and up, down and up. Now, in the difference to the hinging pattern I did yesterday, my knees are tracking forward this time. So this loads up the front of your legs a little bit more. Also, my chest is staying up a little bit higher. Well, actually, no, quite a lot higher. My chest is going to be around about in line with the bottom part of my legs. So your chest is staying up nice and high. So things that you might struggle with in a squat. So if your ankles aren't mobile enough, then maybe you might find yourself doing a squat a little bit like this. So if your ankles can't track forward, sometimes I see people squatting and their chest comes all the way down here, and that's usually caused by ankles. And maybe your hips aren't mobile enough, which is going to make you struggle to get down into that position. So how can we do a squat? How can we practice our squat nice and safely? So again, we can use a bit of support to help ourselves down. So maybe if you had a door frame, so imagine I've got a door frame here in front of me, I can hold that door frame and I can sit myself down. I can use that as a bit of help to get myself up and down into that squat position, up and down. Another thing you can do, you could raise your heels up. So say if your ankles are stopping your squat from working properly, you could raise your heels up a little bit, and that just takes the pressure off your ankles, takes away that need for your knees to flex forward and for your ankles to be flexible. Another nice thing to do is using a weight out in front as a bit of a counterbalance. Now kettlebells are brilliant for that. So I could get a kettlebell, I could bring it up out in front as my counterbalance, and I could sit myself down, and I can use that as a little bit of weight to hold myself down, to get used to being down nice and low into that squat position. Helps you keep your feet nice and flat on the ground. You can sit down there nice and low. So that's using a little bit of weight to help with my counterbalance. So squat pattern. So if squats aren't part of your training, they need to be there. Squats are really good lower body exercise. Also, if you're doing a front squat, holding a kettlebell out in front, that's activating a whole loads of muscles from your upper body because you're gripping that kettlebell. Loads of core activation. So they're really good. I like a front squat for kettlebells, for building those legs. So if you want any help with squats, that's another fundamental human movement pattern that we need to have in our training. If you want any more tips, hints or anything like that, let me know. Tomorrow we'll move on to the next one. Okay, have a nice day.